Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my friends. Um, I'm so happy I'm coming to you live from my home. Today, I want to talk to us about the love I have for my life did not allow me to give up. It will resonate with most of us because life is a journey. It does not matter where you start from. We always say the end will always justify the means. So life is a journey. My income adventure in an economy like Nigeria actually started when I came out of the college. Yes, way back in school, people knew me as an intelligent and promising child. So everybody felt that I would be one of the first in my class to be in the university. But life is not most times the way we look at it. But wherever you see yourself is not end of the road. So I tried as much as possible to see how I can further my education, but it could not hold water. But fortunately for me, I got a job where I became the man at the beautiful gate. I became a gate man. In Port Harcourt here, I worked in companies like Weatherford. I worked there for 2 years, and the type of the job we are talking about is 6 to 6. I leave the house very early in the morning. I come back late in the night to receive 2,500 naira. I left there. I was transferred from there to Nigeria Jeep Oil Company, where I worked for 12 years. I had opportunity then also to further my education because I have some of my colleagues that were doing part-time. But because the whites saw my intelligence, they taught me Italian language. And because I have flair for knowledge, I also enrolled in French. So in 2014, I can speak French and Italian fluently. So everybody who come by my side want to advise me to go to abroad. Go to abroad, you make it. The same way most of us is in our heart. If we leave the shores of this country, we are going to make it big overseas. You don't pick dollars in the street. But then I didn't have that idea. I tried as much as possible to see how I can go to Italy and all that. But it didn't work out after spending some of my money. So in one of the occasions, even in the bank, when I started working in the bank as also the man at the beautiful gate, I have countless issues that would have made me to give up, you know. But when I look at my life, how I love my life, and where I'm coming from, I know that it will not be that way, because I always comfort myself that it is not only one person that stays on a bus stop till the end of the day. So when you stay by the bus stop, you will meet with others. When the bus comes, some will go, some will wait, but no one single person stays till late in the night. So Nene and my big brother Uche, you are all welcome to my life. So I journeyed in one of the occasions after parking a car, because I was outside. We call it traffic control. So when I left for food, my colleague was in charge. The man who parked his car came back and said that his brain box is missing. We have to pay with our salary. And how much is the salary? So if you are receiving 25,000 and you are paying base of 100 and something thousand, I know it's not easy. So these are some of the challenges. You see, but in those situations, I was courageous. I was motivated. The word motivate is from Italian language, so I understand it too well. So it's a movement, it's a moving word. So I decide to keep myself going. But I found out that there is a vacuum in me that needs to be filled. And that is, how do I live from that place where I am to a higher place? I cannot be living in one room. I cannot be doing different things that the people of low estate do. I try as much as possible to see how I will get answers to some of these issues. But when I was in the bank, I began to see a shift. The staffs inside, the ones we refer to as the big men, each time they call for books. Where would they be reading this type of books? I said, no, I also want to be reading those books. I made friends with, I made a friend with the bookseller. So when the bookseller comes, he will tell me, have you read this one? This one is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, written in 1901. If you read it, it will change your paradigm. This is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is the books by Robert Kiyosaki. I said, just bring it. So I was reading. In one of the books I was reading, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, he said, if you think in a certain way and act in a certain way, doing effectively what you have to do on a daily basis consistently, you will always come to wealth. That book resonates so much with me. So it changed my paradigm. So one of the books like Robert Kiyosaki made me to understand that if I want to be rich, I will have my own personal franchise. To start up your own franchise is of a great cost. For you to start up a franchise, you need a lot of money. So, but that if you have your own personal franchise, it's a sure way to money. So I now saw that network marketing business is one of the ways that can actually help the people of low estate to come to a higher place. I ventured into the network marketing industry, and my learning curve, because you can actually know everything theoretically. For instance, you can know how to ride a bicycle. You are sleeping, you see yourself riding bicycle, does not mean you know how to ride bicycle. So I now started to practice this business by participating. I participated as I was learning. People were making money, testimonies were abound. So I have to now begin to ask, why will I not be making money and people are making money? So it dawned on me that they know something that I don't know. I started to become friend with them. So they also introduced me to some books like How to Win and Influence Friends by Dale Carnegie. They also introduced different books. In one of the books I was reading, a man called David D. Rockefeller that has, in fact, he was a monopoly in petroleum in America. He was a billionaire at the time. So he said if he has a way to go back to school, he will only concentrate on two things. One of it is to write to the public. The next one is to speak to the public. So I now desire to become a presenter. So in one of the seminars, because I participate on a daily, every week, after the participating in that seminar in a hotel, I will rush to my workplace because I'm on night duty. I will go. We begin to fill our diesel so that operations will commence tomorrow morning. So that I was doing. One day, one of the seminar days, the people that are supposed to have taken up the presentations were not there. So the leader looked at me, say, Emeka, can you help us? So I embraced it with two hands. As I presented, they corrected me in some places. Before I know, that was how my my courage, my exposure began to soar, and that was how I began to make money in that business. Before you know, I now earn more than my colleagues. But when I started, then the business goes for 50,000 and my salary is 25,000. They look at me as a gambler. So, but such is life. No risk, no pain, no gain. I always I always tell myself that with an adage in our hometown that tell us that a palm wine never go with first aid, hoping that he's going to fall from the palm tree. You see, you don't say, okay, let me, like some of us, before we venture in any business, we try to make all the visibility studies and all that to know if we are going to fail or not. So, me, I said, are there people making money in that business? The answer is real, true. I tried to Google in developed countries like America. I found out that most people, most millionaires are from this industry. So I said, okay, it's good to understand it, participate on it. So it can be in any business of your choice. Find out why are others making it big and look at what you can do to also succeed in that niche. So before you know, everything becomes a story. In one of the occasions, because I have developed that character inside me, at a time when I was dead broke, my father had to give me 50,000 naira. My father giving me 50,000 changed my life completely. As I came back, instead of that is in this Christmas, he saw me, the only child, not having money. It's a slap to his face. So he gave me that 50,000. As I came back, I signed up with an opportunity that cost 36,000 naira for you to enter. So before you know, within 4 months, I qualified to go for Dubai. Though it was monetized and I was given 400,000. That is 2014. Within that same year, I qualified for my first car. I became a car owner. Before you know, I qualified for the second car.